with a song. Trying to let the note pull me in to the placement is a good tip I've learned. With a song in my heart. The certain vowels pull you in better to straighten you out, and these aren't them. So if you made these into, what is it, oohs and e's, ooh and e, ooh, yeah. The experts are right. If you're in trouble, use the e's and oohs. Pulls your voice into where you want to be. So the reason I've been struggling is because they're difficult vowels and consonants for the technique. So good little realization here. Maybe change them, then go into the actual words once you get everything there. So it feels much better. Okay. With a song in my heart, oh, heart. Okay, I never tried that before. I never tried substituting good training vowels for the vowels in the song temporarily. So on Lounge Academy, you've discovered this right along with me, and I got a feeling I think that's a really good tool. I think this tool is going to go with us as we continue forward in our journey to singing decently. A song in my heart. See, it's a lot harder to get into it saying heart than ooh or ee, heart, heart. There's so many ways you can then commingle those sounds, actually substitute some of these sounds within the word, which is very interesting because in the world of opera and the discussions of Bel Canto and the term cover to cover a note, which is, or the cover voice. Many describe it in terms of, there's different definite ways that the experts define it, among different experts. And one of those ways, and sometimes if you look at it a certain way, they're all right. And they're all trying to say the same thing, even though they have different philosophies about some relatively fundamental approaches to the singing technique. But a very common or prevalent definition is that covering is altering the vowels of certain sounds and words in order to make them, in order to make it easier to sing, like maybe high notes. I think it was the context with which I've heard these discussions. And I've overheard discussions on YouTube between Pavarotti and the other greats, his peers, discussing these things. I mean, this is like real fundamental stuff. And here we are encountering it. So when I substitute these vowels for the actual words, or within these syllables, I'm experimenting with here just to get myself to pull myself into the placement. So I'm kind of proving them right in a way, that here I am, at least as an exercise, I'm substituting, altering the vowels in order to make singing, in order to get a better sound out of my voice. Taking liberties with the vowel, coloring the vowels. I happen to believe there's also another explanation with that in my mind, and in others that have come to the same conclusion through the course of study. And I won't get into that right now, but I think it just has to do with a natural, you could call it, yeah, coloring of the tone, of the timbre, of what, by getting the voice out of a different place. It's that covered sound. You can hear a covered sound when you know it. And they're not doing that, when you're doing that, you're not consciously substituting the vowels as like a shortcut, or as a, as a trick, or a technique, or a tool, however you want to perceive that. It's just a different tone color that comes from singing the same vowels and things, but from a different placement of your voice. As far as this whole thing that goes into the cover tone that Bel Canto is. Anyway, you can get off into tangents and tangents. That's what's really interesting about this stuff, is you can talk about it so much that you would never have time to sing it. I'd rather try to make it work. See, the H doesn't pull the voice in as strongly as a vowel like an E and an U, which are the best vowels for that. So if you start putting that in after the H in the heart, it's now I am intentionally altering the vowel to achieve a cover. Although ultimately I'm not, that's for purposes of the exercise, and I might decide to actually color the vowels. Why not? You know, but that's not where my intentions are right now. That's not the purpose right now. It's just to learn how to sing the actual words, but have them come out with that sound we're looking for, that we can manage better with the easier vowels. With, e, see, my and kind of similar. That could be an the really shapes your throat the right way. I think a few days of doing this is going to help. It looks like the co-host is here. Yeah, hi. Okay.